Let's go like mommy.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Good morning. Welcome to week 5. This week is another raw diet, or mostly raw diet. I am starting my day off with some lemon cayenne water, and then I'm going to have that passion green tea that I had last week. Down below in the description, you will find all of the recipe amounts, the shopping list, and ways to modify for your calorie needs. Also, I've got an extra dog today, so if you hear any background noise, barking, squeaking, toys, that's what that is. For breakfast, I'm going to have a raw protein chocolate cherry smoothie, starting off with fresh spinach and some soy milk. Blending that first. Then some hemp seeds, rolled oats, cocoa powder, maple syrup, salt. Blending that together. Then adding frozen pitted cherries, frozen bananas. And the hemp seed and the oats and the soy milk actually add a lot of protein to this smoothie, so that's where that's coming from. So if you don't like using protein powder, that's a great way to get protein in your smoothies. For snack, I'm going to have a cinnamon roll bite. This recipe is going to be toward the end of this video as a bulk recipe. And then I'm going to have a hydrating tropical smoothie. This is a mix of pineapples, mangoes, peaches, and strawberries, filled to the top with coconut water. The smoothie I'm drinking right now just has a little bit more strawberries. That's why it's a little extra pink. For lunch, I'm going to have some green pea hummus with carrots. This is also a bulk recipe that you'll find toward the end of this video. If you're looking to up your calories, you can enjoy this with pita bread as well. Here's that water. Just drink it as much as I can throughout the day. For dinner, I'm going to have a veggie chopped salad with a mustard vinaigrette. If you get tired of eating this raw, you can always steam the veggies and use the same dressing. For a little bit of relief from all of the raw veggies, I'm making a chocolate banana ice cream, mixing first the cocoa powder and soy milk, and then adding in frozen bananas. You can either up the bananas to get a really thick ice cream, or just use less milk. Otherwise, enjoy as is, like a soft serve. Now for the bulk recipes, I'm starting off first with the cinnamon roll bites using dates. Cutting them in half, checking for any pits that may have been left behind, and cutting them into smaller pieces to make it easier on my blender. Then I'm putting in a small amount and then adding some cashews, rolled oats, and then blending that together. The smaller the batch, the easier it blends and the faster you'll actually get it done. So then I'm going to put in some maple syrup, salt, vanilla extract, mixing that together just to get that incorporated, and then blending up the rest of my ingredients in small batches and add it to the rest of the bowl. Now I'm going to take this dough and I'm going to form 5 balls. And then rolling them each out in some cinnamon. And then putting it in an airtight container that will go in the fridge, and I'll enjoy one of these a day. Now for the green pea hummus, I took some frozen peas, put that in water to let it thaw. Now I'm going to drain that out and then put some peas in a larger blender. Then adding some tahini, nutritional yeast, cumin, salt, pepper, blending that together. I actually Forgot to add garlic, but garlic is going to make it so much better. Then I'm going to add lemon. This will also help with the blending process because it's a little bit of liquid. Now adding in the rest of the green peas until that's fully blended. Then I'm going to add in some cilantro, and if you don't want it so chunky, I would actually blend this in the beginning. For the mustard vinaigrette, I'm going to start off with some red wine vinegar, then maple syrup, apple cider vinegar, lemon, touching those seeds, make sure they don't get in there, Dijon mustard, then adding in a couple cloves of garlic, taking off that outer shell and lightly chopping them. Then I'm going to add them to the blender, adding salt and pepper, and blending that together, and this is going to store in the fridge. Now for the chopped salad, I'm going to start with some cauliflower, chopping this up into chunks, making it as small as possible. Next up is cucumber. Then some radishes. Then some green bell peppers. Some dill. And parsley. Normally I buy this fresh, but unfortunately this was all I could find at the grocery store. And then some fresh fruit. I'm using pineapple and grapes. You can just use one or the other, or use your own favorite fruit. Then I'm going to wrap this and put it in the fridge. Here's all the nutritional facts for a single day. The calories may be a little bit low for some people, so if you need to up it, just look down below for ways to do that. But everything else looks really good as far as the nutrients, protein, vitamins, etc. If you like this video, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.